Hi, how are you guys doing? Now this video is going to be a short one. This video is about the AirPods 2 from Apple. Now, in case you're wondering, what is a guitar reviewer doing with tech? Well, I had questions coming in about what do I do during my downtime or during my traveling time when I travel to gigs overseas, So I used to use this KZ headphones. They're really relatively cheap. You can get them from AliExpress, and they suffice. They're all wired. You need to have it wired to your whatever phones you're using, and I had no problem with that. They fit well. The only problems I have is when I travel to China, for example, and I travel extensively in China back, couple of years back, before this COVID thing happened. And we used to transit, from places to places to get to our destination. And sometimes some of these places are a little bit chaotic. Sometimes you need to hear what's going on around you in your environment. I remember there was one occasion where in a train station, for example, a guy, a lunatic, came out with a knife and started slashing people in public. So that was an eye-opener for me. So I decided I would just stop putting on headphones whenever I'm in the public places. Like, for example, if I am in an airport and I'm waiting for my flight, before I board, or in a train station or in a bus station, I will not wear my headphones. I want to be aware what's going on around me. And this is what I advise my daughters when they travel. The reason is real plain, because you need to know what's happening around you. So here comes the AirPods Pro, which Apple released, I think, about 2 years back. And I've always had no interest in the AirPods from Apple because I thought it looked kind of funny, and I'm just wondering whether it will fit into my ear because I'm so used to having nice fitted in-ears monitors, IEMs. And when I travel, I tend to put on my headphones and I'll just head on to sleep. Now, these are just released. These are the Airpods 2 from Apple. And now you're given the option to engrave your name onto the case. And the case function as a charging case as well as a place to store your AirPods. So basically you have this, and it works really intelligently with your iPhone if you have an iPhone, and the iPhone would sense that the AirPod is near and ask you whether you're going to connect to it, and you say yes, and everything is just set in motion. So basically you have two earpieces here, and all you need is just to take them out, and they're all labeled left and right, so you know which ear you're putting these ports in. Basically, this case as a charger, so you can get up to a certain amount of charging time over here, and you need to charge this case every now and then. And the best part is if you happen to misplace this case, you can actually find your case by beeping it through your iPhone, and you can find it. So it's pretty cool. Now, I'm not going to explain all the details about these AirPods 2 because there are a whole lot of reviews from tech reviewers who knows what they're doing well on these AirPods. So my experience is that I have put them on, and I felt really comfortable because they actually come in with a couple of earpieces, like the buds, different sizes. So you have a small hole. You kind of like decide what sort of buds will fit into your ear, and there is also a test for you to see whether the seal is there. So on the iPhone setting on your app and an AirPod 2, you can actually test whether the seal is good. If the seal is not good, it will say that okay, the seal is not perfect. You might need to change your earbud, to a bigger size or to a smaller size. So that's pretty cool, I think. Now, in terms of sound, I was really surprised because they actually sound good. They actually do sound good, and it's a little bit bass heavy, I think, but it's nice, And the best part is the noise cancelling, and this is why I bought, or rather, why I requested my wife and my girls to buy me this as a birthday present. Well, my birthday is still a ways. I mean, this month, but I just thought I'd just open it up and But I want to thank my wife and my kids. They're, Amor, yeah, Shatam. So in any case, coming back to the point, this noise cancelling function is really useful when I travel. So especially on a plane, when you have kids to the left and to the right, or a couple quarreling in front of you or the back of you, and the general atmospheric sound that you get in the plane cabin. So this is really good. So you can kind of put them on without putting on any music and just go to sleep if you want to. But if you find that these AirPods are a little bit uncomfortable, I normally would carry a pair of over ears headphones, which I procured, and those are really good. Those are noise cancelling too, so I could put them on for long hours. Like for example, if I'm heading up to the States in end of November, and it's gonna be like a 22 hours flight total, maybe 23, give and take. So it's gonna be a long flight, and to have this on your ears for that amount of time is gonna be quite uncomfortable. So having a over the ear headphones is pretty comfortable, so I can kind of switch in between. Anyway, I need to charge this after a while, so I think after 6 hours, you need to charge this. And so in terms of sound, cool. I like the way it sounds. And you're able to tap on the side to change the setting, your noise cancellation setting, to be aware of what's going on if you need to. And there's this adaptive transparency when if in your surrounding there is a loud bang, for example, someone dropped something, or a cabinet, or there's a car crash nearby, or someone just kind of like having a sort of a mini explosion, for example. Now, this would automatically bring down that level so that it would not hurt your ears. So I think that's pretty cool. Apple, that's Apple for you. Yep. So I thought I'd just give a shout out to you guys about these AirPods 2. I think it's really useful for guys like me who travel and who loves to listen to music when we travel. Like I said again, if you're in a train station or if you're just waiting to board your plane, it'll be best not to have any sort of earpiece, because you need to know what's happening around you, and whether the announcement is coming up, whether the flight has been delayed or stuff like that. So you need to hear all this stuff. So I hope you get some insight into what I hear and what I use as my earpiece when I travel. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. All right, and join this channel, subscribe to this channel, and press that bell for notification of future videos, and be part of the Patreons to support this channel. I would appreciate it. So in the meantime, you guys, please take care of yourself, protect your ears, and I'll see you real soon. Au revoir.